How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video. We only have 10 days left until the game's release on December 7th, and wow guys, I still cannot believe we only have 10 days left until the game's release, and starting tomorrow, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown videos are going to be in the single digits. Let me know in the comment section how excited you guys are. And today, what we are going to be doing is taking a look at all of the evidence that shows that spirits do in fact deconfirm fighters. As always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because we do in fact have all of this evidence that does show that spirits deconfirm fighters, we do not know for sure 100% whether or not this is true, just because we have yet to see any DLC characters. So make sure you guys take all of this information with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you'll find a link to all of the original posts in the description right down below. And now, with all of that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where I found all of this information. So guys, the first article that we are going to be taking a look at was sent in to me by someone on my Discord server. So if you guys want to join my Discord server, you can find a link to it in the description right down below, as well as the pinned comment. As of now, we have over 2,500 people always talking about Super Smash Bros. And it's a super awesome community, and if you ever want to talk to me directly, you can do so there and send me a private message. The second thing that we are going to be taking a look at is something I found on GameFAQs, and we actually already talked about it in a previous video today, so if you guys haven't already watched that one, go watch the video I posted earlier today, and then come back and watch this one. And now, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and first take a look at what exactly spirits are. So guys, the first thing that we are going to do is define exactly what spirits are. The reason I am doing this is because although a lot of people out there do know exactly what spirits are, there are a lot of people that do not, so I want to make sure we understand exactly what they are before we start talking about why they do in fact deconfirm characters. So this article does in fact come from Nintendo Life, and it talks a lot about spirits, and once again, I will leave a link to it in the description right down below. So the first thing that we are going to take a look at is something titled, What are Spirits? Spirits appear in the Adventure Mode World of Light, and also appear to be unlockable in what appears to be a sort of event mode called Spirit Board. They're characters from all sorts of different franchises owned by Nintendo, as well as many other publishers and developers, so chances are even higher than ever that your favorite obscure character will be getting some kind of representation in the game. They don't come into play during regular battles or online matchmaking, so if you're concerned about the competitive scene being impacted, don't be. If you don't like the idea of them, they're safely tucked away behind an optional mode and you needn't bother with them. However, it is somewhat possible that World of Light is the only way to unlock new fighters, in which case you will have to dip your toe in at least a little bit, and as of now we are 100% confirmed in the fact that you can unlock characters in the same way you could in past games, and that is through versus matches. The lore behind it all is that spirits are characters that have been ripped from their bodies and are floating about the place desperate to exist again. In their desperation, they enter puppet fighters that have been cloned from all the playable fighters in the game. So, for example, you'll be fighting a Mario puppet that's being powered by a Smoky Prog from the Pikmin series, or a King Dedede puppet powered by a Gordo. How do they work? These affect how the characters behave, and all sorts of wacky things can occur as a result of these two characters combining into a single fighter. For instance, Gordo causes Dedede to become invisible and basically do nothing but fire Gordos. These mashups don't stick to just the traditional rules either, and so you'll be thrown headfirst into all sorts of unpredictable and unlikely scenarios. Even the stage can be affected, such as being covered in poison, lava, or having strong winds happening all the time. But spirits aren't just an obstacle for you to overcome. They can also be benevolent. You can assign spirits you collect through methods we'll discuss later on to your fighter and empower your own abilities, similar to the stickers found in Brawl. You can assign one primary spirit, which will boost your strength and defense. For example, according to the Direct, a level 1 GUI assigned to Inkling has a total power of 1587, which is made up of a strength of about 762 and a defensive power of 825, indicated by appropriate icons. Each spirit comes with its own class, namely Grab, Attack, or Shield. These three classes work in favor and against one another using a fairly straightforward rock, paper, scissors manner that's common in a lot of games. Attack is strong against grab. Grab is strong against shield, and shield is strong against attack. Simple stuff. Do be aware though that attack and what we're calling strength are not precisely the same thing, as their icons are completely different. The same goes for shield and defense. So guys, there is still a ton of information about spirits that we didn't cover, so if you guys still don't understand what they are, go ahead and pause the video and read the Nintendo Life article, and then you should have a pretty good idea of what they are. For now though, we are going to go ahead and start talking about why spirits do in fact deconfirm fighters. So guys, once again, we are going to be taking a look at the post from GameFAQs titled Spirits Deconfirm DLC Fighters, guys, and it is posted by Sarah Serenade. And the first thing that he says is because Nintendo said so. So when you go and click on the link, it will take you to 8:42 in the past Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct, and what you see there is Sakurai saying that every single character has been turned into a spirit except for the fighters, meaning that right away that does in fact deconfirm spirits as being DLC characters. The next common argument I always see whenever people are arguing about whether or not spirits deconfirm fighters or not is King K. Rool and Wii Fit Trainer being spirits. However, King K. Rool and Wii Fit Trainer are not actually spirits. We have Captain K. Rool, who is actually different from King K. Rool, and also the tree pose that Wii Fit Trainer uses. Those are spirits. It's not actually King K. Rool and Wii Fit Trainer, but instead it's like an alter ego and also a pose. They're not the same thing. The next common argument I see all the time is, but Daisy has a spirit along with multiple other characters. So for those of you guys who don't know, there are now copies of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in people's hands. A bunch of game reviewers have them now, and also people have illegally downloaded them, so we do have the full list of spirits, and they have found that all of the playable characters do in fact have spirits, including Daisy. However, they are what's known as a fighter spirit. Basically, they are unusable and they cannot be equipped like normal spirits can. They are basically the equivalent of classic mode trophies for each character, and they are completely unrelated from normal spirits. Another common argument is, but trophies became fighters in Smash 4. And first of all, these are two completely different games. I understand that in Smash 4, trophies did in fact become fighters, but at the same time, spirits are completely different from fighters. Sakurai even said that they were replacing trophies with spirits because they were easier to develop. Also, Nintendo never said that trophies kept fighters from getting into the game either. Nintendo has explicitly stated that spirits are not fighters and they are just used as like equipment. The next argument I see a lot is, but World of Light is lore and it can be ignored for the DLC. However, the fighter spirits directly contradict that. If that was true and they were going to ignore World of Light altogether to put new DLC characters in, they would have no reason to differentiate regular spirits from fighter spirits. If that was the case, they could have made Mario a normal spirit or Peach a normal spirit, but they didn't. The fact that they made them a fighter spirit means that they are directly trying to keep them separate. And guys, we also have to remember that all DLC fighters will almost certainly have a fighter spirit, and they can't have one if it's taken up by a current spirit. So right now, we have spirits for Shantae and Zeno, so they probably can't have both spirits. As of now, we don't know for sure if that's true or not, but it seems like there is a difference for a reason, so I assume they are going to keep the fighter and the normal spirits separate. And lastly, we now know from the leaks that Piranha Plant does not have a normal spirit in the game. It's really curious how a common, well-known enemy in the Mario series has no spirit, almost like it was because it's a DLC fighter. So guys, overall, that is all of the evidence pointing towards why spirits who are already confirmed will not be playable DLC characters. Now, it could be possible that Nintendo is going to completely ignore World of Light, and whenever they give us a new DLC character, it's only going to be a character in the game, and it's not going to have anything to do with World of Light, but at the same time, World of Light seems like a super cool new story mode, and I feel like Nintendo is going to keep updating it along with all of the new characters. However, let me know what you guys think about all of this new information in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that spirits deconfirm fighters, and are you happy that they do? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.